got a statute violation on it.
Okay.
Do you know the tag is obscured?
Step away from me. I don't feel comfortable while I'm getting in my car and you're standing behind me.
What's your names?
No, let's go. Let's go.
Is there a supervisor I could speak to? I bet you thought the law enforcement officers were gonna arrest me, didn't you? You put your hands on me. This is ridiculous.
Cops get away with unjustified car searches every single day, but not this time. These officers thought they could pull their usual trick, but they picked the wrong person to mess with.
Hands out the window! Both hands!
On November 22nd, 2022, an officer made a huge mistake. As David Wiggins III walked out of a Burger King, this cop, thinking he was some sort of criminal mastermind, stupidly assumed David was the suspect from a high-speed chase.
Hands out the window! Both hands! You got anybody in there with you? Anybody with you? Take your right hand, open the door.
Without even bothering to check the tag properly, the officer's first response, to draw her firearm. A reckless move. But that's not even the worst part. What she does to him next, well, it'll leave you speechless.
Did you just run from me? Sir, okay? All right, put your hands behind your back. No.
Can I ask you what I did?
Did you run from me? Since give me that tag.
I was like to a 2016 Dodge Challenger, last name Green. It's not a hammer. It's clear.
I was going home. I did not run, I swear.
What these cops don't realize is that every minute they leave him lying on the ground, it could end up making the next year of their lives a whole lot miserable.
Leader, X-ray uniform, C58.
No, I did not. No, she wasn't. I didn't do anything.
This ain't even him.
When the cop finally realizes her mistake, she tries to cover it up, embarrassingly pretending to act like an old friend. But here's the thing, the damage has already been done.
Right here. You're good. That's scary. I'm sorry. You got almost the same tag, same car. He must have passed you going through, and you turned off this one.
Yeah, it must have happened. We had everybody coming through.
Yeah. You good? You have a good one, okay? I'm sorry about that.
She scared him enough because what David did next, it definitely didn't end well for her.
Questioned the officers as to why he was being stopped, and they insinuated, until backup got there, they insinuated that he was running from them. He's like, I didn't run, I didn't do anything. What did I do? And so being on the ground for that long, he didn't know if the next breath that he took was going to be his last. And so it really, really traumatized him. He's been in therapy since then, dealing with the effects that this has had on his psyche and his overall being and his interaction with law enforcement.
These cops, they've made the biggest mistakes of their lives. And now, there's no way they're getting away with this.
Well, the reason why we filed the lawsuit, because there has to be some measure of an accountability. While there was an apology, Mr. Wiggins and his family did have a meeting with the police chief. And they did acknowledge that he should not have been stopped and what happened to him was wrong. But they stopped short of calling for an investigation into it. We would have liked them to turn the matter over to the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division, which is the state agency that investigates police departments for misconduct, and they did not.
Wiggins is suing for an unspecified amount of damages. He then filed a formal complaint against the Marion Police Department and met with Police Chief Flowers, who told him straight up he wouldn't be referring the matter to SLED. Instead, the officer would just be disciplined. The lawsuit, still ongoing, and no verdict has been reached yet. But the next cop in this case? Even worse. She didn't even try to fix her mistakes, and there was a camera right in her face.
I don't feel comfortable while I'm getting in my car and you're standing behind me.
On July 24th, 2024, this auditor stumbles upon a fleet of brand new trucks that the Florida Police Department had just acquired, and right away he spots a serious problem with them.
I see this right here. This is a Florida statute violation. You can't have anything that partially obscures that tag, and if you see there, we'll look at it straight on, and you see the whole name of the state. Now, am I being petty? Yeah, I'm being petty, but I'm being petty because this is something that's enforced by police. Even if you put a clear license plate cover over your tag, you could get pulled over for it, get a ticket for it. Typically, you would see these lights affixed on the sides of the license plate. I see they got some, you know, trailer things here, so maybe that wasn't an option. So instead they just said, well, screw it.
If I saw a cop getting away with something I got cited for, yeah, I'd be this angry too.
They use that statute, they know that statute. So they knew when they did this, they're violating that statute. And I want to know what they had to say for it. Do I personally care about that? Hell no, I don't personally care about that. But we can't be hypocritical, right? We can't be hypocritical. So if they're enforcing these things, they have to follow these things.
Thousands get cited for these violations every single month. Yet, when these cops are called out for their own law breaking, their reactions are nothing short of priceless.
Hey, do you know in Florida statutes, can anything be obscuring the tag?
You can't have anything obscuring the tag.
Any part of the tag?
Even this speechless cop didn't get as flustered as the lady officers you're about to see next.
That's your truck? It's got a statute violation on it.
Okay.
Do you know the tag is obscured? Did you already know the tag was obscured?
Can you step away from me? I don't feel comfortable while I'm getting in my car and you're standing behind me.
Oh, well, get over your feelings.
Okay.
So you're above the law then? You don't care about the statute violation? And why are you an ass? What's your name? Your name? I hope you hit that. I hope you hit that. Hey, tags can't be obscured in Florida, right? Above the law. We're above the law here.
When this next cop finally takes the time to hear the auditor out, he's left embarrassed, and rightfully so.
So there you have it. They don't care. They can violate the law, and it doesn't matter. She's actually training this one. This is a trainee. So this one is going to be learning to do just what that monster of a person did. Sorry, I hate to be mean, but damn, that's just a nasty, nasty person. We will get her name, and you can, if you decide that you feel so inclined, you can let them know, the Volusia Sheriff's Office, what you think about a genuine statute violation. You saw that I did not come at her nasty. I did not come at her aggressively and immediately standoffish. She doesn't feel comfortable with me standing 15 feet behind her. Well, then you shouldn't be a cop. You need you need to seek a new line of work if you're so scared for a citizen to be standing 15 feet behind you as you get into your car. How the hell does she go to the grocery store and park and ever manage to get back into her car? That must be a terrifying experience for her.
Cops like this, they're a testament to just how corrupt the force really is. No shame, no accountability, even with a camera right in their face.
Is it illegal for tags to be obscured?
Yeah.
So if anything's in front of it blocking any part of the tag,
Right.
that's not legal.
It's not legal.
And we could get a ticket for it.
Yes, you can.
Okay. So the reason I asked her is because her tag is obscured.
Okay.
It has two things in front of it. And I was nice to her. I said, hey, you know, I just noticed your car has a statute violation on it.
Okay.
And she's like, okay. I was like, all right, well, I just want to let you know, maybe you don't know it's a statute violation or whatever I said. And she's like, back up, I don't feel comfortable with you standing close to me. I was like, what about, are you above the law? I'm trying to tell you have a statute violation that a citizen could get stopped for and could get cited for, and I'm just trying to bring it to her attention.
Even the sheriff can't seem to come up with a decent excuse for his department's crimes.
Pretty new, the F-150s.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, we can't have that, you know.
No,
people can't have that.
Yeah.
So they can't, you know, we can't have hypocritical policing. That's something I do look for. And personally, do I care that the tag is obscured? No. But if we're enforcing things with a vehicle that isn't following the things being enforced, that's a problem.
Right.
Right. So I just wanted to bring that to her attention. And nope, she didn't want anything to do with it. I saw her a few weeks ago, and I just, from a distance, I said, hello. She just walked away from me. So I kind of thought she might be, you know, nasty attitude. But yeah, she sure is nasty.
This man, he's a hero for all of us. It's absolutely unacceptable, even outrageous, when those entrusted with upholding the law blatantly refuse to follow the very rules they're meant to enforce.
That's another deputy who confirms that that is illegal. That's a statute violation, that we could get a ticket for it. And I appreciate his attitude. That's what I hope to get, right? You replay that video back yourself, and you tell me if I was nasty to her. Tell me who the escalator was. Trained in de-escalation, they claim to be, right? Trained in de-escalation. But her response to me letting her know, hey, you have something hypocritical and illegal on your vehicle, shrugs her shoulders. Okay. So that's kind of like, so what? I'm the police. Get the F out of here. And she turns around, get away from me. You're making me feel uncomfortable.
I still can't wrap my head around it. How someone so uncomfortable over a small matter ends up on the police force in the first place. Yet, when it comes to breaking the law, she's perfectly comfortable.
I don't know how she does it. She needs to find a new job if she's so scared. You're so scared to be this, you can't get in your car when there's a citizen trying to talk to you who you know is no threat, is no issue. You just see that a cop like that is a red flag. That is a cop that is against people who police the police. Perfectly good relationship with good cops, right? The only ones that don't like what I do are the ones typically that have things to hide. Because I'm not anti-police, I'm anti-tyranny, I'm anti-hypocritical policing, I'm anti the wrong thing, I'm anti-blue line gang, and I'm anti-above the law.
You've already seen the reactions of all the other cops, but this next one, he's left completely speechless by the actions of his own comrades.
And I noticed the tag is obscured. They installed lights over
on the sides, I think, right? Or is
it's
it top
directly in front of the tag.
Oh.
Just trying to let her know that, what she has is illegal. She probably, she could use that as probable cause on a citizen. And
yeah, if anything, we're on the same shift. Our supervisor is pretty good at it. He's a motors guy.
Yeah.
To take it out to fleet to just try to get it swapped.
In the aftermath of the case, the man filed a complaint against Deputy Cagle after uncovering incriminating evidence with his body cam. Let's just say, the sweet hammer of justice might soon find its way to her. In this final case, yet another citizen is mistreated. But this time, it's from an unlikely source.
What's your names?
No, let's go. Let's go.
On September 1st, 2024, an auditor enters a department in Pennsylvania to exercise his First Amendment rights. But instead, he's met with immediate hostility.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're just getting inside the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation Engineering Division. Let's take a look around. So when we walk in, we're immediately greeted by our friendly reminder that the government is always recording us, even though it always seems to be an issue when we, the people, record them.
Can we help you?
Hi, ma'am. How are you? Who are you?
This man has no idea just how right he is. What happens to him next? It only reinforces everything he just said.
We work for the department. How did you get in?
How did I get in?
Yeah.
Oh, I just walked through the door. Is this like a restricted area?
Yes.
What are you looking for? What place are you looking for?
Well, who are you, sir? I don't know who you guys are.
Well,
we work here.
Right, but that's...
Who are you is the question, because you're in PennDOT's building here.
Yeah, you're
Right.
in the state government building of which you're not permitted to be. You don't
Why
have
am I
access
not
to.
permitted to it?
Because you're not an employee.
Let's head downstairs, come on.
Why
Well,
are you here?
Well, I'm a journalist. What's your names?
No, let's go. Let's go.
No,
Just
you
don't,
have to
you don't need to
leave.
touch me,
No,
okay?
listen.
You don't
All
need
you
to
gotta
touch
do
me.
is move.
Okay,
Let's go.
relax, sir.
No,
Who are you?
No,
doesn't
please
matter.
go.
Who are you?
You're gonna have to leave the building now.
I am trying to. You keep grabbing me.
Let's go.
This is publicly accessible. I got here
No,
through a
this
publicly
is
This is
accessible
not.
door.
There's a lock on the. You have to get. How'd you get through?
I just opened the door. It was
What
open.
door? What door?
The front door.
You can't come through the front door.
I'll take the elevator
we're
down.
going
I'm
this
leaving,
way.
sir. I'm leaving. Excuse me. I was
don't
just
have
taking a
access.
tour around the public building here.
You're not allowed to do that.
This is not a public
Yeah.
building, and please.
Yes.
A complete violation of this man's rights, all thanks to these disgraceful public servants. Unluckily for them, the auditor's friend, the internet, won't be kind to them.
There's no restricted area signs.
Yes,
There's no
there is.
The door is locked
trespassing.
out front. How did you get through the door?
I just opened the door.
There's
The
no way.
whole building is restricted.
We have
There's no
badges.
signs. There's nothing that indicates
signs
that.
all over.
Where?
State government
How,
outside.
where did you? Which door did you come in?
Through the
All
front door.
restricted.
The door is locked. You had to piggyback off of somebody that came out.
I just opened the door.
There's no way.
You
It
couldn't
doesn't
have-
say restricted area or anything. I
The
passed.
doors. There's locks on the doors. You can't.
All doors are locked.
Right, but there's no restricted area
But
signs.
how did
How
you
am I
get-
supposed to know this is a restricted area?
The auditor has clearly dealt with disgraceful people like this before. He hasn't backed down yet, and I highly doubt he will now.
Is this the door you came
Where's the
through?
restricted area signs here?
Is this the door you
Yeah,
came
that's the
through?
door.
Go out and try and come back in.
Why would I do that if it's a restricted area? I don't want to come back in here.
So you had to come through here piggybacking off of somebody else.
No, it just opened.
No, it didn't.
It just opened.
No, there's no way.
It was open. Maybe the person didn't close it right. I don't know.
No,
But look, there's nothing indicating here that this is a restricted area.
It doesn't matter. You can't get by here unless you have.
Obviously, I did.
Unless you have a badge.
Obviously, I did without a badge, sir. It was open.
Let me see your ID.
Who are you?
Let me see.
Why are you asking?
I'm gonna call the cops. Hey,
You can call the cops all you want, sir.
Who does this employee think he is? A cop doesn't have the authority to pull this off. Yet here he is, acting like he's above it all.
For what? What makes you think you have the authority, sir, to just ask me for my ID? It just opened. It opened.
No, it didn't.
It opened. I'm telling. What did I break it?
This door is locked. As soon as you leave, the door.
When I pulled it, it was open, sir. When I pulled on it, it was open.
Maybe
it wasn't fully closed.
Exactly. Maybe you piggyback.
Okay, so maybe it wasn't fully closed, but there's no signs here to indicate that I'm not allowed to go back there.
The employee has clearly forgotten his place while demanding the auditor's ID. But luckily for us, he's about to be quickly reminded of it.
So there's a government building. There's reviews based on people,
See right
members of the public.
See right here? All visitors must
Go
to the receptionist here. Did you report to the receptionist?
No, I did not. I did not know I needed to. I didn't know I needed to report to somebody in a public building. This is the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation, is it not?
This is not where you get your license.
I understand that. No, I'm not here for that. This is engineering, right?
What are you here for?
This is engineering, right?
This is the engineering building.
Right.
This is for District 11, yes.
Right.
This is for the employees.
Right.
All visitors must report to.
So you do have visitors here.
Yeah, but you gotta report here. Right to the receptionist.
So what do I report and tell her? That I want to take a tour of the building?
You can't take a tour of the building.
The employee is lying just to justify his stance, but every attempt he makes to prove the auditor wrong, they just keep slapping him right back in the face.
Nobody is unsafe at this point, sir.
I never said that.
Okay, I'm just letting you know.
You're walking through here is unsafe for all our employees. Because you're not allowed in past there.
But there's no, can we agree that there's no signage on this door that makes it visible or anywhere that says this is an employees only? I'm not arguing with you, sir.
This employee is so relentless. He won't stop his inappropriate behavior, not even in the next clips.
So this is open to the public, right? Just so we're clear?
What do you mean by this?
The lobby? Obviously, right? I don't know. I mean, you guys are just making things restricted out of nowhere.
I never said anything about restricted. All I said was you have to report to the receptionist when you come in here.
When I pulled on it, and I passed them. I came in here, sir, and I filmed all around here, and then I walked into the door. They saw me.
I'm just telling you that everybody in this building.
So what kind of services do you offer here in the?
Has a badge to get into the building.
What kind of operations do you conduct here in this building?
We're responsible for the whole district.
Usually, in these situations, it's the cops who are the first to violate a citizen's right. Luckily, that's not the case here.
Hey, sir, how are you?
Good, how are you?
How you guys doing?
How are you? Good, good. Did you call?
I didn't call him, but yeah, sure.
Sir, I just wanted to clear one thing up really quick. This door here is locked. But when I was walking in, and this is what I was trying to explain to them because I wanted, I was trying to de-escalate the situation. When I was walking in, people were leaving. The door was open, so I just walked in. And this is how I'm trying to explain it to them. Because as you can see, there's nothing that indicates that this is any sort of employees-only area or restricted area.
Yeah, it's a state building, so if you have any questions, you can talk to your attorney or the state agency for that matter.
No. I had questions regarding what the agency does here, but now I'm speaking to you only because they called you, and I don't want them to lie and say I did something that I didn't. She put her hands on me, so it was just I wanted to clarify it, just make sure you understood what was going on.
Definitely reach out to your attorney, contact the state.
Well, I don't need to speak to my attorney. I'm not being charged with any crimes, am I?
After the man clearly explains his stance to the officers, they storm inside the building to confront the public employees, who've acted utterly disgraceful throughout the entire ordeal.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, no. I didn't think I was. I just wanted to. I was actually going to leave, but
Here's the thing.
I want to speak to you guys.
Management is asking you to leave. Okay, we're local authority. We are not asking you to leave by any means. It's a state building. It's up to the state police to handle their own issues.
Right.
If they don't want to come, that's on them. If they want you detained and arrested, that's on them. We are not detaining you. We are not arresting you. Are you willing to give ID? Are you willing to show your ID just to us for
my name
our
is
report?
My name is Sean.
Okay,
my name is Sean.
So you're like I said, we're not detaining you. We're not arresting you. We're not doing anything. We're not removing you from this building.
Right.
They are asking you to leave. As far as I'm concerned, that's a public lobby.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah, and again, sir, I want to make it very clear. I had no idea.
Right. There's no signs.
I figured it was a public building open to the public.
There's no signs that say employees only.
Right, yeah.
So the door was not secured when you went through.
Right.
That's on them. They need to handle that issue and address that issue.
Right.
It's truly shocking that the cops are the reasonable ones in this situation. And that right there, that's your clue. Something truly terrible is happening behind the scenes.
I did mean to go back there, but I had no idea that it was restricted.
There's literally no sign.
There's nothing. Employees only.
So,
There's.
Are you leaving now?
They didn't like. Of course. I mean, it's only common sense. Well, yeah, I'm gonna leave now. I don't have anything else to do.
Yeah, we're not, like I said, we are not asking you to leave.
Right. I don't think you are, sir. No, of course. No. I understand, guys. Listen, I'm not trying to give you guys a hard time.
The man may not have been able to enter the building anymore, but one thing's for sure. He won't be leaving empty-handed.
But how? If it's open, how am I supposed to know, ma'am? Logically, just think logically. If it's open. No. But if it's open and I can get in, logically, how would I know? Is there a supervisor I could speak to? I bet you thought the law enforcement officers were going to arrest me, didn't you? That's what you wanted here today, right, ma'am? You wanted an innocent man to go to jail and sit in a jail cell? That's what you wanted here today, isn't it? Think it's funny if to call law enforcement on an innocent man who broke no laws, right? I've been nothing but cordial to you. You put your hands on me. This is ridiculous. Can I speak to a supervisor?
The man took some well-deserved satisfaction by mocking the receptionist. Her deceiving tactics, they didn't work on him today. And with that, we've reached the end of today's cases. If you want to see more, show your support by liking this video and subscribing to stay informed on future cases like these. And hey, if you enjoyed this one, don't forget to check out the next video right here.